This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
Hello, Body Slams podcast viewers. I am one of your co-analysts. I am Gio Frost, and the man sitting across the table from me is none other than
T-Riz.
That's right. You got to see us just a little bit ago at 11 o'clock as we did the Hall of Fame review. Now you're on Pop-Up Pipe Bombs, a show that can happen anytime, anywhere with anyone. And we just happen to plan this one out only because it is WrestleMania weekend and they have NXT Stand and Deliver going on at 1 o'clock. I believe they probably got the kickoff show, maybe the NXT kickoff going on.
That's basically what I see from the producer's desk.
From your vantage point view, we have a rundown of a bunch of the matches here, which is like my total count is like 7. At the top of the show, you got to see the Devereaux schedule for all the teams. That's going to be updated eventually because there's constant changes. So eventually we will have our own personal intro coming up. So it'll be just advertising us in the beginning, and you can see the schedule at the end of the show then once we get all that updated and stuff like that. You can go to bodyslamspodcast.com. The link is not here right now at the moment because it's on our other screen graphics. We are working on that too as well to get everything adjusted for the pop-up shows. But let's jump into things because, like I said, it's going to start at 1 o'clock. So we don't want to miss out. We want everyone to get their snacks and stuff and be ready. So, even though they're out there, we're going to sit here. We're going to talk face to face here and break it down. Our predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver. As far as we know, I got some graphics to throw up on the screen here. So let's bring them up. Woohoo! Here we go. First up the bat on our list is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, and that is Toxic Attraction, the tag team champs, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, taking on the reformed team of Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. I don't know if you watched NXT this past week or so. It was kind of it was kind of interesting to see that whole thing at the end where they did the whole walk backwards, do the bump, turn around, and the stare, and then it's like, okay, you seen it coming. Yeah. Here, you might want to put this in a little closer to you, so you can learn how to talk, brother. Learn how to talk. Welcome to the business, kid.
Yeah. The reunion you're talking about.
Yes.
It was. I don't know. I'm indifferent. Like they keep switching the roles with what's her name? Dakota Kai.
Now, how was you for the team of Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez before the split? Was you in favor of that?
You saw the split coming a long time,
Yeah.
but to coming in and redo it again, I don't know. It just feels stale to me, unless it's Raquel's swan song to leave.
I was thinking by now we probably would have already seen her on the main roster doing her thing by now. I thought she would have a Mania moment in one of these 2 nights, but apparently it doesn't look like it's happened unless she's going to be a surprise or something. Maybe
Well,
we don't know.
Everything changes Monday, so she could debut Monday. We won't know. Just like Ciampa's last match is today in a couple hours.
So when you're saying that we could possibly see Raquel debut Monday or whatever, so you're saying that Raquel and Dakota is not going over for the tag titles?
No, it wouldn't make sense.
Is it too early for Toxic, or do they feel that with Raquel and Dakota that it's just like they just want to pair them up for one last time before the
basically it's like nostalgic reasons, them two together one last
and you know what, it was funny though, which you could tell it was planned out when Dakota jumped into her arms, wrapped her legs around her when she's holding her up. Like, it's like usually when you see moments like that, it's usually that whole Hogan Savage type hand. Yeah, it was that kind of thing, or at least a little bit of acknowledgement or pat on the back or something. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. Toxic Attraction, I don't see them losing the title right now because it's still pretty much fresh, especially with them being in the whole clique with Mandy Rose and stuff. Unless they do where the whole clique where everybody just like drops the titles one by one and then they just have to regain them back at another date.
No, because I see them retaining. If anything, Mandy loses and basically on one of them drop and then gets it back in about a couple weeks time. But beside that, I don't even see Mandy losing like that. But
all right, so today you're
I'm all Toxic Attraction.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Toxic Attraction over. Raquel going to the main show. There's most likely be her send off then. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think maybe both of them may go to the main roster, one to each brand, because Dakota's long overdue.
Oh yeah, she been hands down.
She been ready. Raquel's ready. You know what I mean? So I think this is just like Ciampa's. Their swan song. They're gone. You know what I mean? I don't see GG and JC dropping at all.
Definitely. Moving along, we got the for the North American Championship, a fatal 5-way. The champion, Carmelo Hayes, is putting he's going to be looked to be putting on a clinic here with 4 others. Hopefully he can successfully defend his championship, taking on Santos Escobar, Solo Sikoa, Grayson Waller, and Cameron Grimes, who just earned his spot this past week. Just hands down, going off of this here, I'm not gonna say Santos is picking it up because I think Santos probably gonna make a run for the world for the main title.
He's over, yeah.
Yeah, he's over. Solo, he's still freshly new, but yet there's that possibility there. But he might be one of those, I'm going to say, uncrowned champions. He's going to be one of the guys who gets close to that brass ring, but by the time he gets called up to the main roster, he probably won't hold no gold in NXT per se, only because, like I said, there was a lot of champion there was a lot of great talent in the past history before who never had that gold,
like Baron Corbin.
Yeah. And then Grayson Waller, young guy. I don't see him going to the main roster anytime soon. Even though he made appearances with AJ Styles and the whole thing back and forth, him by far, if he is gonna hold a title in NXT, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before he can grab one. The closest thing to anyone is Cameron Grimes, hands down. I can see it's either Carmelo's gonna walk away still, or Cameron Grimes is gonna pick up that, because he has the crowd behind him. The fans love him galore.
The same thing with Legado. They're supposed to be heels, and the NXT universe loves them.
Well, you gotta look at the fans nowadays. You know, they love the heels. They boo the babies, vice versa. And then you have those tweener moments too as well.
No, it's that you have to in nowadays to be a heel, you gotta be a superhero.
Yeah, oh, definitely. You have to. I hate to say you have to cross the line to do some drastic stuff, but nowadays, like the fans are so spent on seeing derogatory stuff of stuff being said, images that are out the norm, that like oh my god, that are almost traumatizing. You have to cross that line to where you almost have to offend people so hardly bad that where you're instant like, yo, you're evil person, we don't like you. You have to get that kind of heel status. You have to be like terrorist, murder a puppy dog, something type heel type stuff.
Yeah. But I agree with you. It's either Cameron or Carmelo.
And honestly, I think Carmelo's ready to go jump to the main roster. He's very talented. Cameron Grimes, just as well. He is just as well talented. But I see the changes that they've been doing with his character since then, you know, Mr. Moneybags and all this and stuff. And I think this is Cameron's night, his calling to become North American champion.
What you call it? Carmelo, he has that barber shop segment, which is pretty dope.
He has that swagger about him.
No. He has a segment that he does that's in the barbershop.
Okay, I didn't. Almost like what we see online, like when they have those with on YouTube, they got the shop, I think it's called.
Yeah, or HBO, they got LeBron James in the bar.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Basically, it's like that, and it's a pretty good, like it has good feedback from people. So I don't think they're gonna take the title off. I think he's gonna stay North American champion.
Well,
if anybody is ready to go to the main roster, it's Cameron.
No, I totally disagree. Like I said, I still see Cameron going over, which then the whole barbershop segment stuff that you're saying that people love, this here would just give fuel to the fire of him to give more stuff to talk about. Hey, I'm going to get my champion. And then maybe the guys in the shop are going to be like, yo, he had your number, son. But like, yo, how you going to disrespect for me in my shop, this and that? You know, where the guys are going to look down on him like, yo, you ain't the champ no more, son, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna light a fire underneath his ass to where he's gonna talk shit about Cameron Grimes and how he's gonna get his title back and this and that, and he's gonna try to prove his homeboys wrong and this and that or whatever, or they're gonna hype him up and you know.
I don't know. I still see Carmelo walking away with the strap. I just don't see anybody else walking away with
me neither, but I'm looking at Grimes though. So right there we have a differences. And if somebody else other than the ones we pick walk away, then we're both in the wrong. But if
anybody's gonna walk away out of hook or crook, it's
Santos.
It's
Waller.
Waller has that dude that was tagged.
Yeah. And moving along,
Santos, he's turning slowly face.
I'm sorry, my graphics, my pictures are not as big as they were for the Hall of Fame show. I'm sorry, I apologize about that. But here we go. Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo. They are pushing Tony D'Angelo hard, and for Ciampa being here, it's like retribution against it's revenge against Tony, and we just seen Ciampa on SmackDown in the Andre. Well, you didn't. In the Andre Battle Royal, so he's doing a lot more stuff on the main roster. So this is definitely we already hands down. With the way they're pushing D'Angelo's over. Ciampa's gonna probably be sticking to the main roster come Monday night. Whether it's be Monday or Friday, Ciampa's moving up, hands down.
No. Even on his promo, he had his first start date, which was like 9/9/15.
Yeah.
To today's date.
Yeah, on the chair. Yeah. On the chair, I saw it written. Yeah.
Yeah. Today is his last NXT match.
And with everything that they're doing with D'Angelo, I'm surprised they don't have a crew with him, like like almost like an FBI type, like a bunch of Italian wise guys. Hey, forget about it,
That's probably something he'll do later on.
Well, there was the whole thing of you seen the Twitter messages with the one team down there. It's a team I never heard of, and I had to look them up. I guess it's a sports team or whatever. And they said that like, hey, we got your back and this and that, or like it was like individuals in them. I have to go back and look for people out there who are listening. They probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have to definitely go back and look again. But it looks like they're going that route of when he's speaking in his promos of him knowing other people who are wise guy type guys.
Well, the Creeds got jumped a couple
yes
ago. They go, maybe they're the guys from the 718. That's a Brooklyn area code.
Yeah.
So New York
might see the return of maybe of some people who were there in the past, or just be some new faces coming up.
But I'm just saying, it's a New York area code. He's,
yeah,
the mob.
Maybe like they're from Brooklyn, whatever. Could see that. That's a very good call there.
But it's either D'Angelo over, or they give Ciampa his due and he beats on him one last time because he has no belts.
That could possibly, because we do have those going away gifts as far as let's let you get one last win before you go. But then there's the whole we want to build this new guy, so this is your going away gift to him to pass the torch.
That's basically
what's
going to happen. I'm just saying, there's also them moments that they like Gargano gets the W before he leaves or something like that. They've been in moments. Everything gets flipped upside down now, especially like with the whole changing of everything, with when they change NXT to NXT 2.0, then they got this level up show and just changing people's personalities, changing people's names. So WWE definitely has flipped the script on a lot of stuff that we thought was set in stone, and they're doing it quite frequently, more often than any time in history that I notice. So, and keeping it moving along, next on our list, we have the NXT Women's Championship. It just happens to be a fatal four-way. Champion Mandy Rose of Toxic Attraction will be taking on Cora Jade, Io Shirai, and Kay Lee Ray.
Mandy Rose, definitely the front runner of
Yeah.
of going over. This is definitely make or break right now for Cora Jade. As young as she is, will become one of the youngest female NXT champions. If anything, I'm not sure how old she is, but I know she's really, really young. One that's really favorite. I'm not gonna say Io Shirai because she has her history of championships and what she has behind in her resume speaks for itself. I'm gonna ask you to move in a little bit. Yeah,
I'm back because I was breathing.
you breathe. You're like Triple H.
Have courtesy, you know.
But one hands down that's going in here that has some backing is Kaylee Ray. Only because with the whole NXT UK championship on her list. Now to add this is just building her resume up even better because I believe Io was already women's champion. She was a tag team champion as well. So like I said, hands down, I don't see Io getting it. If anything, and I don't see this being Cora's moment. I would like to, because it'll give you that good feel moment of the underdog getting over. But I can see Kaylee definitely winning the championship, and if not her, Mandy's gonna walk away only because some kind of hooker crook with toxic attraction interfering or some kind of shit like that going down. But other than that, I'm going Kaylee Ray to walk away as the new NXT Women's Championship champion.
Mandy's retaining.
Hands down.
Hands down.
You have no enlightenment. Is
No.
it going to be a clean win or
No? It's not going to be a clean one.
She?
But
Okay. Who's going to get the pin though in this?
huh?
Who's going to get the who?
Mandy, of course.
No. Who's going to get pinned? Who's going to have her?
Cora.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. With her being the youngest and stuff like that, I can see her definitely taking the blunt of everything. She's going to be the one, I'm telling you right now, she's going to be the one who's going to be taking the most bumps in the match. She's going to take all the heavy hit and moves, whether however high risk it is whatsoever. But she's going to be the one that's going to fire back though too.
But like in reality, this match is built upon Mandy and Cora. The other two are just fillers, honestly. So if anybody wins or lose, it's gonna be them two.
Well, from your standpoint and your point of view, I agree with you with Mandy. But like I said, I'm looking at Kaylee though from a different viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But I see totally where you're coming from, and I agree with you 100% though on what you stand by too as well. And moving along here, which we get to see your boy, LA Knight
Boy.
Well, you like him so much.
No. That was the broadcast analyst Dennis Reaper.
Well, anyway,
my boy is the one standing next to him, the one that leaves marks on people's chests.
Well, this gentleman, now known as Gunther, which I'm sure
never gonna call.
I'm sure the crowd there is gonna still be chanting Walter, and he's still probably going, my name is Gunther. But hands down, this is going to be a phenomenal match. It like I always said, LA Knight has that mixture of Stone Cold and The Rock mixed together with him. the way he stretches to the ring, the way he throws his punches, his movements, his promos and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could tell that is all influenced by
As
the '90s era.
as soon as he gets to the main roster, he's going to be a star, hands down. They just can't drop the ball. They got to push it, and don't look back.
But he's in for a long night in the office tonight.
Yes, and definitely his chest will become ground meatloaf, whatever you want to call it. He's gonna be hurting.
Like he ain't never had what he about to have. Like,
one thing I noticed, Gunther was always great, but I think tonight he's really gonna go. I mean, go in hard, because if you notice, did I don't know if you noticed it, he lost some weight. He trimmed up a little bit there too. So now, you know, that's kind of dangerous. I'm like, yes, being a big guy is one thing, but when you start adding some speed to him, if he's shedding off those pounds and he's getting faster and stuff, that's a dangerous guy right there.
He's a whole different. He has lost weight ever since he came abroad stateside. He got his new boo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's actually working out with Imperium. Like they're working out with him. Yeah.
And we already know, hands down, I'm a huge Imperium mark. Like I love everything they do. Even when they had Wolf with the group, I just liked what they were doing with Wolf once they put him in there and away from the other group he was with. And speaking of Imperium, and off of this one here, what is your prediction match for this one? Who do you think is going over here? It's tough because they're putting a light on LA Knight regardless.
My heart is with Walter.
Me too, with Walter Gunther, whatever.
But the pencil is with LA Knight.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're booking correctly to push LA Knight, you put him over tonight. If you're going to do something with Imperium and keep the straps on your tag champs, then Walter wins tonight. But if he loses, Imperium loses, you look for them to go up to the main roster.
I'm right with you where it becomes when favoritism versus the pencil. Favoritism, Gunther, Walter, whatever. But the guys in charge, I see LA Knight going over on this one here. Honestly, I hate to say he's a great worker, great worker. But for favoritism out of me, I like Walter, but LA Knight's going over. I can see that.
But you have to understand, not many people beat Walter.
I definitely do. I definitely do understand.
I'm putting that into perspective. It's hard. Pencil wise, if you're gonna push LA Knight now, he goes over tonight. If not,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Then up next, speaking of Imperium, Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel will be defending their NXT Tag Team Championships in a triple threat match against the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, versus MSK, Nash Carter, and Wesley. I, hands down, do not see MSK walking out with the titles.
I agree.
Either Imperium's going to keep it for a nice run, or Creed brothers are over.
I'm gonna say Creed brothers are over, brother, because they're over.
Yeah, I think with the whole thing with what's going on with being jumped, I don't think they're going to take the titles yet. I think we might have a surprise visit from whoever jumped them, make an appearance during this match.
Okay,
take out the Creed brothers, and Imperium goes over on one of the two of MSK. walking out still your tag team champions.
I can see that happening, but I'm still putting
Because it's a buildup. It's a buildup, and this now they're on their big show is it's not just a Tuesday night NXT show. It is a nice big show for them, whoever did it, to make their appearance and then cost them their chance at winning the titles.
I agree with how you're saying things, but I'm going to take the Creed brothers tonight.
I like the Creed brothers, hands down. I love the Creed. They're great guys. They kind of remind me of the old Varsity Club type stuff and Steiners by chance. But like I said, tonight with things, favoritism is gonna go over on this one for me, and that's Imperium. I'm sorry.
I'm taking this as a WrestleMania weekend. I'm not being a worker. I'm just picking for fun.
Oh, it is, but we both agree hands down we don't see MSK going over.
Hell no.
I know. I like great athletes, very phenomenal. They come up with some in innovative stuff that a lot of teams don't do. But I see there's another route for them, but not championship route right now. They might.
They're former Dusty Cup winners. They're 2-time tag champs. There's nothing.
And the run, and like how you're saying with the Creed Bros, the run is with them because of them winning the Dusty Cup.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would go Creed Brothers, but it's the whole scenario with the whole who jumped them situation. Like I said, I see we're probably gonna get an appearance tonight and screw them over.
That I can see that happening. But like with LA Knight and Walter,
I'm thinking it all playing together.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing with Toss of the Trash and Mandy Rose. It's a hit or miss, depends on what route they go with booking. Is it one championship stays with the squad and the other one don't? Do they both stay with? But even though Walter don't got a championship, like, does the team of Imperium keep that flawless? Well, not flawless, but keep that win going for the team, or would it be like kind of Splitsville, whatever? Not sure. We have different opinions on this, but we do agree on MSK not going over.
No, I don't see 3-time champions on them right now.
Alrighty. And keeping it moving, we're moving up to the main event. We have the newly crowned, well, not newly fresh. It was like what? Was it 2-3 weeks ago he won the championship? Dolph Ziggler taking on the former champ, and a heir to the Steiner brothers' legacy, Braun Breaker. I'm all Braun on this one. All Braun, hands down. Dolph is already on the main roster. Regardless, he's already on the main roster. Braun's going to retain the championship. It's just going to keep reestablishing his push and build him up more as a defending champion. These big moments like this is going to be Braun's moment, because like I said, he just came from the Hall of Fame inducting his dad and his uncle. And for him to be in this spotlight, this and that, and now going to this, and like I said, Dolph already had a lot of his moments. This here, him being champion, is him helping build Braun up even more to go to the next level.
That's basically what it is, because Mr. Ziggler is the bar when it comes to laying down for big opponents, and history shows in situations like this, he's been transitional champion plenty of times, so it's going to be Braun Breaker. He's going to go over. There's really no excitement to this match besides this Dolph Ziggler in the match.
And one thing by far we know throughout history, from the very first NXT takeover, from the very first till now, NXT has a history of putting the main roster on notice as far as follow that, guys. You are the main roster, but you got to follow us. It's like being on the opening match at a show, and you're the best match of the night, hands down, and everybody throughout got to follow you. That is the worst feeling of all, when you know you got to follow that and they're the opening card. It's great to have an opening match, but you want some of your better matches probably be like towards the middle or the main event or whatever. It just, but it's a good thing though too. It just makes everyone push themselves harder. So, but it is what it is. Hands down, Braun Breaker. You too.
There's no other choice.
No other choice. With that being said, that there, ladies and gentlemen, was our quick pop-up pipe bombs NXT Stand and Deliver pre-show predictions. It's time for
us to become fans.
Yes, exactly. It's time for each of one of you to jump offline. Each and every one, as I say, one of yous.
One eye.
Yeah. To go grab your snacks, use the restrooms, do what you got to do.
One person tolerated us for so long. We appreciate
it. Hey, it happens because everyone catches the replays usually, because they're all so busy. They're all hyped up, to see what else is going on. But yeah. So get your snacks, get relaxed, kick back, enjoy Stand and Deliver. After that is the WrestleMania Night 1. But after Stand and Deliver, we're gonna jump back on here, and we don't have a set time. So as soon as it goes off the air, we're gonna be on the air right here, giving yous our reviews of NXT Stand and Deliver,
or as I call them, the gripeness and bitterness we will have towards what we just watched.
Will there be a lot of bitterness? I don't know. Well,
this is like the first NXT card I'm not so happy about. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And normally I love NXT, but this 2.0 stuff, it's just, I don't know.
All right. With that being said, everyone, please go to bodyslamspodcast.com. Once again, that's bodyslamspodcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to support us, like this nice, pretty pop-up pipe bomb shirt that I have, just the other show, you got to see the Breakfast and Body Slam shirt I was wearing at one of the originals. You can click on to our pod shop. It'll take you over to the spring store. And you can pick any one of our items there, and they will be shipped directly right to you. We get a small portion of the percentage there to help us keep running this production that we got. We're still figuring out our graphics and logos and intros and stuff like that. So as time goes on, our production will get better. We'll have a better format of how they're doing things, and hopefully maybe we'll have a bigger, better studio. So I would like to move this to another location in the future, so we have more space to work with, and we can get more faces in here and on site that we can do stuff. But till then, it's a little cramped, so you only get to see us two for now. And with that being said, I'm Chio.
This is T Reyes.
And you're watching Pop-Up Pipe Bombs here on the Bias Lands podcast.
I was about to say like the ABC network and shit like that.
don't know. Do we have to pay royalties? I don't know.
You watching the pop-up pipe bombs on?
All right, but we'll be back directly right after NXT Stand and Deliver to give you our reviews of the show. And tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. we'll be back on for Breakfast and Body Slams, as we will be reviewing WrestleMania Night 1, and on Monday night at 7 p.m. I don't know if you can make it, but me and Joey will be doing at 7 p.m. on Monday night before Raw. We'll be discussing night 2 of WrestleMania. So with that being said, Chio, T, enjoy NXT Stand and Deliver, and we'll be back right after them. Thank you.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy.